During the exam, the boy noticed something strange. He was in 9th class, but the questions were from the 11th class syllabus. Suspicious, he raised his hand and asked the teacher, "Sir, is there a mistake in the paper? These topics aren't even in our course." The teacher replied, "This is your syllabus. It's your first day, right? You've transferred here." The boy looked around, but no other student said anything. He got angry and went straight to the principal. But instead of answers, he got scolded. "We thought you were smart. That's why we placed you in this class. But you don't even know the basics. In our Taiwan Hengshui school, even the weakest student knows calculus." He was shocked. "Ma'am, can you insult students like this?" he asked. The principal said, "Once you step into this school, things like kindness, values, or rights don't matter. Only one thing matters: strict discipline." John had chosen this school because it was known for sending students to Harvard. But on the very first day, his hopes were shattered, and this was just the beginning. When he reached the hostel, he thought he'd make friends with his new roommates, but the three of them were completely absorbed in studying. Feeling low, he climbed to the upper bunk and started reading a comic book, unaware that the real trouble was yet to come. At 9 p.m., a loud bell rang, startling him. The other roommates immediately stood up in an attention position. He also ran to join them, but was a bit late, and the warden deducted 10 points. Books not arranged properly. Another 10 points gone. Toothbrush in the wrong place. More points cut. He had brought a mobile. More deductions. He said, "Sir, I'm new. I didn't know the rules." But the warden ignored him, kicked his bag, and deducted more points for reading a comic. He yelled at his roommates, "Why didn't you tell me the hostel rules? Now everyone's being punished. We all have to clean the bathrooms for a week." John was shocked. "How did you know I was reading a comic?" he asked. A roommate replied, "There's a camera in the room. Now because of you, we all are in trouble. We won't get any sleep for 6 days." John was trembling, but the roommate said, "This is just the beginning. You'll get used to it over time." The next morning at 6 a.m., another whistle blew, and all students ran to the ground like machines. No time to wash face or brush teeth. First, they had to run, or else they'd be punished. He stumbled along with everyone else, but that was just the first ritual of the day. After that came the morning assembly, where everyone's test scores were announced. Everyone stood straight, hands behind their backs, drenched in sweat. One boy had a blue mark on his neck, probably from tying his tie too tight, and he was trying to hide it. Rankings were announced. The top student got a 2-day break, but John was at the very bottom, which meant he had to stay at school over the weekend for extra study sessions. Back in class, everyone silently pulled out their books and started memorizing, like machines. John shouted, "Someone please help me. This isn't a school, it's an exam prison." But the real hardships had only just begun.